So your goal is to get lean and stay lean forever. The truth is it's simple, but simple doesn't mean easy. Simple just means nothing fancy, no secrets, no biohacks, just consistently following the fundamentals. Now, getting lean is one thing. Staying lean in the long term is a completely different kettle of fish. It's not rocket science. It's more about mastering the art of not backsliding to where you started. If you're looking to stay lean well into your 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond, especially if you're doing it naturally, there's a few things you need to know to make your life a lot easier. Strive for lean, not shredded. This might sound like nitpicking, but I had to point this out to begin with. You can get shredded, but you can stay lean. Getting shredded might seem like the peak of fitness, but maintaining that look is extremely challenging, unless you've, of course, won the genetic lottery. Most of us, it comes at a cost. Low energy, low testosterone, bad moods, and having your sex drive completely abort you. Sure, the rate and extent to which someone is affected is quite individual, but nonetheless, all these are common. As you can see in this table of studies put together by Eric Helms, a fantastic pro bodybuilder, coach, and one of the best researchers out there in terms of body composition. For most of us, maintaining 12 to 15% body fat is the sweet spot. You can feel good, look good, and avoid the joyless existence that comes with trying to maintain a shredded physique 24/7. Even professional bodybuilders only hit their peak condition for a couple of days a year, and many are using some special vitamin S. So if your goal is to look great in a shirt, t-shirt, or just on the beach, then aim for lean, not shredded. It's something you can maintain without any of those side effects. And of course, if you want to get shredded for a bit, go for it. Take those Instagram photos, get those likes, then go straight back into being healthier and happier. Building muscle before getting lean makes the journey a lot smoother. Not only is it easier to pack on muscle, then lean down, but having more muscle makes it easier to stay lean. More muscle equals higher calorie burn even at rest. This is likely why a large study in 2023 found that the best way to improve your body composition, that's the way your body looks, is a combination of resistance training, a high protein diet, and a calorie deficit. So whether you're aiming for that swimmer's physique or just trying to improve the shape of your body, having more muscle will make it much easier to stay lean. If you've got less muscle, you'll need to eat even less or move even more, none of which are fun or sustainable. Those who tend to stay lean with less muscle are usually cyclists, climbers, or some sort of endurance athlete. Anyway, when you're built and lean, you're going to be way more satisfied than just being lean and skinny. In my view, tracking calories is the single best tool for fat loss, at least tracking for a period of time, as this will help you make more informed and mindful decisions when it comes to eating. But let's face it, no one wants to track every single morsel of food they eat for the rest of their life. I knew I didn't. And that's where intuitive eating comes in. The idea behind intuitive eating is simple. Eat when you're hungry, stop when you're full, no starving yourself, no stuffing yourself, no guilt. But the catch, this only works when you're eating foods that actually fill you up without blowing your calorie budget. So whole foods like veggies, lean meats, whole grains are what you should be eating most of the time. These are going to be a lot more filling for less calories. Part of intuitive eating is to not label any foods off limits. This is why I'm a firm believer in flexible dieting to avoid feeling deprived, which can often lead to overeating. I did a video on this a short while back, but the main idea is you need to make sure you're eating whole foods, single ingredient whole foods 80 to 90% of the time, and then 10 to 20% of the time you can eat more or less what you want. So what you're doing here is you're figuring out how to eat in a way that keeps you full and satisfied while staying within your calorie range, and then you'll be able to maintain your leanness without ever having to use MyFitnessPal again. Managing your energy levels. This is important because you cannot rely on discipline and willpower to stay lean. It requires energy, not the energy you get from slamming down 5 cups of coffee. I'm talking about the energy that comes from enough sleep, getting enough vitamins and minerals through a balanced diet, minimizing alcohol intake, and also keeping stress levels in check. Your energy levels will impact everything from your workouts to being able to resist that late night cookie craving. Low energy leads to poor decisions, and poor decisions equal, you guessed it, more body fat. Low energy can also lead to less discipline and willpower. It can change how you experience cravings and your general motivation. So don't just focus on cutting calories, focus on keeping your energy levels high. Number 5 is enjoy your training. While some of you might be thinking, sure, that's a no-brainer, or some of you may even be thinking, nobody enjoys workouts. The reality is, if you hate your workouts, you're not going to stick with them in a long run, especially not long enough to see results. Find something you enjoy, some form of resistance training that's focused on building muscle along with some cardio. Without some form of resistance training, you're not able to build a lean and muscular physique. It will just be lean and skinny. Your cardio doesn't have to be a drag. Find an activity or a sport you love doing, and suddenly it's not just about burning calories, it's about having fun and actually staying active. You shift the focus from an outcome goal to a process goal. Personally, I love walking and find myself plugging in an audiobook, so I'm learning while getting cardio and living the dream. Number 6 is use the extra calories for good. Look, we've all been there, we've overeaten, and our first instinct is to go and burn the extra calories off and punish ourselves with some intense cardio. We want to completely ditch the idea of overcompensating. If you've been in a calorie deficit for a while, your body is actually in a good position to use those extra calories for the workouts, for the gym in general. Instead of trying to burn them off as fast as possible, just have a great workout. Maybe you'll lift a bit heavier, do some more volume, or just enjoy a really good pump. Either way, those calories are already in you, so you might as well put them to good use. And the good use here is building more muscle. And yes, you can still do some cardio after your resistance training session, but I want you prioritizing resistance training. Of course, as always, I could go into a lot more detail here, but these 6 behaviors are what you need to get and stay lean. If you have any questions at all, comment below. Any deeper questions, feel free to send me a message on Instagram at AdamScottFit. And if you're looking to build momentum, you can join my free 5-day email course. This is where you lose 3 pounds over the next 5 days. And you can do that by just clicking the link in the description. That's all for today. Have the best day ever, and we'll talk soon.